My name is Trey Mangum here with Blavity, and it is our September cover story. We are here with the cast of Power Book 2 Ghost. Thank you all for being here today. This occasion, we have the final season of Power Book 2 Ghost, but this year is also the 10th anniversary of the Power franchise. So we have a few people here who've been with the franchise for a long time. You know, Michael, it's kind of like you grew up on the show. And Gianni and Alix, you also appeared on it as well. Take me back to originally when the spinoff was announced. I remember I was on Twitter watching the finale of the OG Power, and there was a short teaser that came after the show about it, and fans were super, super excited. So for the three of you who were on the OG Power, how is it being in this position now and not even knowing at the time that there was going to be an uber successful spinoff to come from that show?
Well, I feel like no.
I was like, wait, who's they knew first. They definitely knew first, and so I thought I wasn't going to be a part of it. But then Gianni told me, because he found out.
Wait, keep it down.
And then he called me and he told me before they told me, so. That's how I found out.
Yeah. It was so funny because 50 had come to set, and this had when it already been announced, but the public hadn't known. And 50 posted a photo of me, him, and Michael, and it was up for like 4 hours, and was like on the set of the new spinoff. And that was kind of when it started really the buzz started happening about the show. And I remember that was so funny. 50's like, no, I'm not taking it down.
And they was telling us to take it down. I'm like, bro, 50 Cent got like 30 million followers, and y'all worried about my little 800,000 at the time. I'm like, bro, chill. Like, what? And then on top of that, like when they first told us it was gonna be when they first told me at least, I was like, no. I'm like, no, what are y'all thinking? This is not gonna work. But I guess they had.
I had a weird feeling like Michael kind of was kind of thinking like that. I think everyone hates me. For some reason, I just had a feeling that it would work. I was like, I just had so much trust in Courtney and her writing, and I was like, she's gonna turn it all around, and she did. So
for sure,
she did.
And I wasn't scared. I'm not saying that because I didn't trust Courtney and her writing and stuff. I just know the fans really stand on business, and they was not liking Tariq. So I'm like, I don't know how it's gonna work.
That's fine.
But it worked.
So when the series was first announced, did you think that Tariq needed to go on a more redemptive journey in this show, or is that something you were yearning for as an actor to see him in a different light?
Me, I was just going with the flow. Like whatever Courtney and the writers wanted for Tariq is what I wanted for Tariq, and they kind of told me what the plans were going to be going into the the spinoff. They was like kind of going to show Tariq kind of like what he's really been going through and the reasoning behind all of his prior actions, and they're going to show like why he's doing what he's doing currently for his family and everything. And they just wanted to make him more of like a relatable character, And that's what they did, and people kind of saw the reasoning behind everything, and they started, really resonating with him, kind of gaining a little bit of sympathy for Tariq.
Absolutely. And LaToya, Woody, and Lovell, for you were new characters to this franchise, and for both of you, one of your first major roles on TV. Woody, we had seen you before, but not in a meaty series, regular TV role like this one. What did it mean to have a role such as Power in an already established franchise coming with the already built-in fan base? What was that like being a part of a show like this that has so much cultural power immediately, even though it was a new show?
For me, I was always, and I say it all the time, always a fan of Power. Fan of Courtney, fan of 50. I literally had stars with a Z on my vision board in 2017. So when I got on this show, it was just a blessing, okay, period. And I just to be a part of this culture and then be able to learn so much on this series and play a character like Diana, I'm thankful.
Yeah. For me, I thought it was a lot of pressure at first. Power being such a successful show that it is, it definitely came with a lot of pressure. But I remember the OG Wood Harris, I asked him about a project we was doing. I was like, what do you think about it? He was like, all I do is make classics. So I kind of had that mentality coming into this series. Yeah. And we made a classic.
Most certainly. Yeah. Snakes over there.
I agree with both of what they said, and I think from my head, it was, I'm going into this world that I love. I was a big fan. I thought I was gonna get to, I didn't know what the story was gonna be.
right? And so I was like, I finally get to work with Omari Hardwick and get to hoop with him and see whatever's going on. And then it was like, it's a spinoff of the thing, and
It was like, damn,
I was like,
Michael Rainey Jr.
damn.
Oh, no.
But I get to be a part of something new and something different, and that was so exciting for me. Just to, you know, they say not to fill a great person's shoes, right? But carve your own path. So getting to do that in this world has been such a such a gift, you know.
I don't appreciate it.
Okay.
And so many shows are streaming now. You know, even for your show, some people, you know, they'll watch it live on Starz, they'll watch it on the app early. But I still feel like this is a show where a lot of people still tune in right at the time it comes on, and they will be live tweeting it. So I think that with the OG Power and with this show, so there's so many memes. Like, I feel like every actor here probably has a meme of them pointing to go to somebody at some point. What is it like to have a show that people continue to talk about, and you know, they have a lot of opinions, very strong opinions. Sometimes they conflate character with actor a lot. Is that something that you felt like you had to struggle with, or something that came kind of naturally as far as like looking at reception to the show?
I think like it's just dope to be a part of something. Like, this has been a part of people's schedule and routine for years and years and years and years and years. So the fact that they do still tune in live, and they're still tweeting about it, and they're still talking to their friends about it, like, that is something really special, because people set time aside to tune in with us. So like, all the opinions, all the memes, I feel like that's just another level to like how dope it is for the culture. Like, it really speaks volumes to people. Yeah. It's super dope to see, to me.
It's not just a TV show, it's basically like a community, you know what I'm saying? It's like a big community, and you know, people just, you know, just sharing their, you know, their little stories of, you know, within the story, and it's lit, you know, there's 5 people making their memes, their gifs and everything. They got their little theories and everything. They saying I'm Kanan's son and stuff like that.
Oh my
so
God.
it'd be lit.
Theories. So many, it would be like, hey, this is this character's son, like this is actually this person back from the
It'd
dead.
be crazy though, cause some of it be making sense. I'm like, yo, am I Kanan's son? I'm like, oh, what Tasha was doing back in the day.
Yeah, sometimes, I don't know if you guys feel like this, but you ever get like sometimes protective over your character? Someone will say something online like, he would not do that.
Hell yeah. I'm like, listen, he did that because he did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a
You
reason
gotta go back
behind
and give them
everything.
the facts.
Yeah.
It was damn Tahada.
And speaking of memes, I think, well, my favorite meme, and one I think is probably the most popular from the show, is the scene of Diana at dinner. And it's kind of taking it life of its own. Like, people use it related to politics, other shows, sports. Anytime someone is just like reading an entire table, people will use that scene and they'll post on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Did you all know that scene would be so iconic? When you read the script and then you shot it, and then people still to this day, that's one of the biggest moments from Power 2.
I knew it was gonna be crazy.
Yeah, from reading it, we knew.
At
but
the table read.
chemistry, at the, like, on the day, we split it up into 2 days, and like, Courtney was there, Shanna was the director for that episode, and she would come and whisper little things in our ear, and we were just ad-libbing. Like, there was a part where he kicked me under the table, and I was like, can we curse on here? When I was like, shut the fuck up, and like, I went off on him because he kicked me. It was like, it was real. It felt, no, Lovell, he kicked me under the table trying to tell Diana to like chill out. And I'm like, no, don't tell me to chill out. Like, they let us like ad-lib. It was so much fun. The chemistry was great.
I ain't gonna lie, at the table read, like, that's where everybody just sits around and, you know, read the episode. And that moment, I'm just watching, like, the whole family just do their thing. And I'm like, yo, this is about to be a staple scene in this season. Like, I know for sure people are gonna be talking about this for mad long. And that's exactly what they made it. They made it a staple in that season for sure.
Yeah.
I knew off rip. I was like, damn, this is about to be lit.
Probably leading into the new episodes, people probably already gonna tweet that scene out in preparation. In preparation for the new episodes.
Yeah, for sure.
And it seems like you all have a great bond and camaraderie with each other as cast.
This is all for show.
But how is it like being able to develop these relationships with each other, both on screen but off screen as well? Because I feel like the off screen bond has to inform the on screen bond as well.
Man, that's the thing I'm gonna miss most about, you know, this being the final season. You know, just literally coming to work and, you know, looking forward to working with people that I'm super close with, super cool with, and just super comfortable with, you know what I'm saying? Like, that within itself is just like just makes work so much easier, so much more comfortable, and it just brings, it just brings stuff to life, and you see it on screen, it translates. And yeah, I'm gonna miss that for sure, because I don't think I'm gonna ever be this close to another cast like how we got close, you know what I'm saying?
It makes me excited for what we're gonna do in the future.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's a beautiful thing too, because not only on set are we this close, we're this close off of set as well. So, and we're all super creative, Who knows what he gonna write for us to be in, or what I'm gonna write for us to be in, or what they gonna write for, you know what I'm saying? So anything we got, we're gonna have each other in our minds. So it's just like, we're gonna keep the ball rolling, whether it's Power or a new movie or a new series, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep going.
Yeah. And I also want to make a note about the fact that we are celebrating this landmark year of Power as well. What are your favorite memories from the original series? Is there any moment that sticks out to you and you were like fanning over the fact that you were about to be on the show that's a spinoff of it?
For me, my favorite moment it was like early, it was like season 2 of original Power, and it was, I think it was like season 1, I don't remember. But it was when Kanan's son was trying to double cross Ghost, and Ghost found out and spared his life. And he was still like, but wait, and he's like, go, and yelled at him like from like the depths of his soul. He was informed with all the information. There was a life here. So when he said go, it meant so much. So it was like, I don't want to do this. I have to do this, but I'm stopping myself because I actually care about you. So get out of here before I change my mind. There was so much in that, and that spoke to me so much.
Just for his own pops to knock him off the board.
Yep.
Right.
Knock him off the board?
Yeah, that's tough.
All right, Michael, you have 19 love interests. Tell us your favorite scene. Please.
Listen,
Can't even think. So many.
See, the thing is, I don't want to say something that's from season 4, because I be getting them mixed up sometimes. Yeah, I'm gonna just shut up.
My favorite thing is definitely from season 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna just shut up, because I don't even know if this is from season 3 or 4 or not, because I got them all mixed up.
And I also think that this is a show where it's rare that you have a Black-led show that has, many seasons, of the original series and a ton of spin-offs now. It's rare that a show from a black creative starring a Black cast makes it that far and can be that fruitful. So what do you hope is the overall legacy of not only the Power franchise, of this show in particular?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I hope that this show and the success of this show and our ratings and what we brought collectively as a universe can continue to show other people, or the powers that be, that people of color can continue to bring people in, to continue to bring the audience, continue to bring the dollars in, whatever the bottom line or top dollar is. Like, we make changes, we make things happen. So I hope that it continues to influence those that need to be influenced.
For sure. And I hope this is a moment that, we can all look back on, 10, 15 years down the line and be like, this is where it started. This is where they, elevated towards. It's a benchmark to me.
This is lit. I'm gonna tell my kids about this. I'm like, yo, your pops and his peoples, they had one of them toughest shows out at the time.
Through COVID.
And a strike.
Yeah.
A couple strikes.
This is the first, outside of Marvel, there's not many universes that have expanded this way. Yeah. And 50 did something so special when he did this. It's really comparable to a Marvel.
It is.
I don't know what happened with BMF, but this show, it's honestly amazing.
BMF goes crazy. It goes crazy, man.
Everyone has stars behind the camera, shaking their head.
Shout out VMF, man.
Yeah, shout out those guys, whatever.
Shout out Russell Hornsby, though, for real. That's really my guy.
You know what I'm saying?
He the reason I'm where I'm at.
I want to say the writers. I think it was dope to have such great, such a great writers room that they were able to take somebody that we all collectively hated, you know what I mean, and made them the lead. And by the end of the season, we loved this guy.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So I thought that was amazing.
It was after the first episode, people were like, I'm on his side. I'm like, you guys change up quick.
Quick. It took a little longer for some of the other diehard, Ghost fans, but a lot of people was like, you know what? We could rock with him. The first episode, we could rock with him. We
decided to get a few episodes in.
Yeah, you feel me? They had to fill it out. They're like,
right.
He's good. He's still tripping a little bit, but he's good.
And aside from the legacy of the show, what do you think being on this show has done for you as all, rising stars in Hollywood? What does it mean to be on a show like this and having this as like a launch pad to whatever you do next?
Everything.
Yeah.
It's everything. Like, I think kind of what you were saying, I could speak for everyone, like this was it's a crazy launch pad, it's a crazy platform. So it's really what we make of it now. Like, what do we want to do? Because everybody here is like so extremely talented in so many ways. Like, there are things these people do that people don't even know. Like, they're just dope at everything. So like, everybody here can go create whatever career they want to.
Amen.
And I feel like it's just a blessing, we were given a platform, and now all we got to do is just take advantage of it and just keep the ball rolling, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. It's in our blood.
Awesome. Well, thank you for chatting with me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.